All right, lots to talk about in the weather. We're going to get to that in
Yeah.
just 1 second.
Okay.
Quick reminder, first of all, that the very first fundraiser for prostate cancer Maine is happening today at Dunstan Tap and Table in Scarborough. It's going to start at 6 o'clock tonight. Todd and Sharon, myself will all be there. Guest bartending and saying hello to you guys. And, planning an event in December is always interesting. You don't know what you're going to get weather-wise. So if you told me it's going to be 60 degrees on the fundraiser, I would say, great. Obviously, the rain is going to cause problems for some. So hopefully people can still make it out, and we'd love to see you there tonight. So.
Yeah, and there are going to be power outages from this storm. And this one, I mean, we've gone through a stretch here of Mondays. This one's going to be like the worst of the 4 that we've had in a row. Hands down.
Does that mean we cannot have one next Monday because it's Christmas?
Next Monday, I will say, looks really nice right now. I mean, it's a week away.
That's all right. That's all right.
But
it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, Christmas Eve, Christmas, they all look pretty good right now. First of all, I want to show you temperatures. We're in the mid-50s already. It's incredibly balmy and strange, and we've already set record highs in both Bangor and Portland. Old records were 53, and they were set back around 2000, about 25 years ago. But we're going to go up a little bit from here. We could even hit 60 degrees. That presents us with a lot of problems because it doesn't give us this protective layer near the surface. Cold air is heavy, it's dense, it provides like a force field. When it's warm in the winter and you've got a storm coming in, that's a bad, bad omen. And we're starting to see the winds ramp up. Right now, they're not that strong, 30 to about 40 mile per hour gusts, but we're going to see much bigger gusts by about 10, 11 o'clock this morning. We'll start to have an opportunity to gust to 60 miles per hour. The winds will be peaking during the middle of the day and early afternoon, and they will slowly shift east during the mid and second half of the afternoon. But there's going to be a lot of wind from this, and it's not just the coastline and the highest elevations. With that warm air going pretty far inland, that opens up the door for Lewiston, Augusta, Waterville, Bangor too. Now 6 o'clock, the winds are starting to slacken a little bit across the west and south, still pretty strong in down East Maine, and then they'll really go down after dark tonight. But there is a widespread power outage threat with this storm. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of them, like tens of thousands of them, perhaps over 100,000 outages when this is all said and done. Adding to the strong wind gusts, bad wind direction out of the south. This is a strange storm. You don't typically see these in the middle of the winter where you normally get uniform precipitation. This has a summery look to it with the warm temps. We're getting these little pulses of rain. They're almost like downpours, tropical downpours. Absolutely opens up on you for a few minutes and then shuts down, and then opens up and then shuts down, and that pattern will persist for the morning commute. And that causes problems because really heavy rain in a short period of time doesn't all get into storm drains, and you end up with some flooding concerns from that. And we've got a long way to go. I mean, this heavy rain goes all the way down into the Delmarva Peninsula right now, where there are all kinds of flooding problems there too. So heavier rain will be filling in this morning for the commute. We will end up with drainage flooding issues during your drive. It's possible that you're going to come up on an intersection, it's completely submerged, and the water's not able to get into the drains, and you have to go really slow through there, or you'll hydroplane. Winds will be ramping up too, and the outage risk increases. We do have a few out there already, like there's a couple of thousand. Storm peaks for the middle of the day, and from about 11 to 3, it's going to be a little wild and it's going to be a little crazy. Windswept downpours, the wind is going to be super loud and whipping around. The surge and power outages will be occurring at this time, and I would think that there are probably going to be some road closures and perhaps some detours because of some drainage flooding issues. And then this afternoon and early evening, the relentless rain and wind continue, finally easing after 5 o'clock, after dark, approaching midnight. During the middle of the afternoon, though, our attention is going to start to shift to the immediate coastline for that incoming high tide. It's not actually that high, astronomically speaking, but with the wind and the large waves coming in, we are going to have some problems along the coast. I wouldn't be shocked if some roads along the coast get closed down too, those adjacent shore roads. Any of the roads that head through some of the marshes too will be submerged. And in some places, they'll probably need to get in some machinery, front-end loaders, to clean up some of those adjacent shore roads. Tomorrow, the front and storm off the coast. It's a lot quieter tomorrow. We could have a rain or mountain snow shower. Then there's going to be a storm off the coastline. It's going to stay out there, though. We don't have to worry about it. We will stay with some sunshine for the second half of the week, but our temperatures will be chilling off and going back down to normal levels, which is the 30s. But at least we'll have quiet times for the rest of the week and no more storms between this one and Christmas Day. Storm warning out on the water, seas around 20 feet, winds gusting to 60 knots. Rain and wind all day long. It's going to be a tough one today. Highs 55 to 60. 40s tomorrow, partly sunny with an isolated shower. Sunny, cooling off on Wednesday. Thursday's back to cold air in the 30s. Friday looks like the coldest of the stretch. And then the holiday weekend actually looks really nice. A lot of sun out there, calmer as well, not a lot of wind, and temperatures either side of 40 degrees. That's about perfect for late December.
All right, we get through Monday. It's all downhill from there. So
Uphill.
uphill, that way, the good direction.
Wait.
The good direction. There we go.
There
Which
you
way are we
go.
going? All right, thank you, sir.
We're going up.
Let's get